and welcome to Polk County, the heart of Central Florida. I'm Myrtice Young, Historic Preservation Manager. Join me as we travel on the Heritage Trail to discover Polk County's rich and diverse historic places. The diverse history of the area is evident across Polk County, from city centers and urban neighborhoods to rural farms and cultural landscapes along our roads, railways, and rivers. History allows us to explore sense of place, the unique character of the county, and learn about the numerous people and events that shape the region. In celebration of this rich cultural heritage, the Polk County Heritage Trail was developed to highlight more than 150 years of county history. From historic homes and museums to Civil War sites, the trail provides an opportunity for communities to share their local history in the authentic locations where it happened. Join us in exploring the Polk County Heritage Trail. Today's installment on the Heritage Trail brings us to historic Auburndale. Situated between scenic lakes and vital transportation lines, Auburndale's historic district tells the stories of an area rich in agricultural land that quickly developed into a hub of economic activity more than a century ago. The first settlers arrived in Auburndale in the 1870s and 1880s as word spread of Central Florida's plentiful natural resources and premier agricultural and cattle grazing lands. Polk County received a huge boost as Henry Plant's South Florida Railroad laid track through the area in the early 1880s and connected the county with larger regional economic markets. The efforts of early railroad developers piqued the interest of northern investors as clever marketing campaigns touted the investment potential of the area. Early settlers, including Frank Fuller from Chicago and Tennessee physicians Drs. John and Hugh Patterson, purchased land and proclaimed the remarkable health benefits awaiting newcomers. The Patterson doctors acquired land east of today's location of downtown Auburndale and named their new town Sanitaria. A number of families established homesteads in the growing town, which included a post office, church, and sawmill by 1883. Although Sanitaria residents requested the construction of a depot in their tiny town, a site 1 mile away was selected in 1884, establishing the current-day location of Auburndale. The name of the depot was chosen by the wife of the publisher of the Boston Herald in honor of her hometown in Massachusetts, after the couple received a letter from an acquaintance in charge of the construction of the line through the area. Many residents in nearby Sanitaria relocated to be closer to the depot, and by the turn of the century, Auburndale boasted a thriving commercial core of 1- and 2-story businesses. However, a series of devastating fires destroyed Auburndale's business sector in the 1910s, promoting the construction of new, stronger masonry buildings. Thought to be the only building to survive the numerous fires, the First State Bank of Auburndale opened to the public in 1912 and remained in the triangle or flat iron-shaped building until the 1930s. One of Auburndale's oldest commercial structures, the masonry vernacular-style building, also provided space for a furniture store, post office, and restaurant. Today, the distinctive building houses professional offices. Auburndale, like other parts of the state, experienced its most dynamic period of growth in the 1920s during the Florida land boom. Completed in 1922, the Auburndale Citrus Growers Association packing house was strategically constructed near an Atlantic Coastline Railroad spur line. The rectangular building had a steel truss roof supported by brick pillars, spacious loading bays with large windows, and a mission-style front entrance that led into an office and reception area. The Auburndale Citrus Growers Association was incorporated in 1909 as a nonprofit cooperative and was one of the original members of the larger statewide Florida Citrus Exchange, which played a vital role in early growth in the state's citrus industry. The building was acquired by the Adams Packing Association in the 1940s and remained in use until the 1950s. One of the few historic packing houses left in the county, the building was placed on the National Register of Historic Places. The growth of population and the increase in commerce in the 1920s also led to the expansion of the infrastructure and services provided by the city. Rail lines from the Atlantic coastline and the Seaboard Airline railroads intersected the city during the 1920s, carrying passengers to the area and Auburndale's abundant agricultural products to market. The Seaboard Airline Railroad Depot was constructed in 1927 in a Mediterranean revival style popular during the 1920s and featured a tiled roof, stucco exterior, and covered walkway for passengers. Following the close of the aging depot, the city of Auburndale purchased the building in 2000 and relocated the structure to the downtown site of the former Atlantic Coastline Depot. Today, the restored building can be rented for community and special events. Auburndale's distinctive City Hall, designed by Lakeland architect Roland C. Buckley, was also built in 1927 by Auburndale contractor Paul Smith. The L-shaped yellow brick building was a splendid example of Italian Renaissance revival style, anchored in the center by a large 3-story belfry tower. The building contained matching wings and a main entrance located on the first floor of the octagonal tower. The substantial City Hall housed various offices, including the city clerk, city manager, and police department. A portion of the second floor space was used as a public library, which was managed by the Women's Club until a new library was built in 1951. The first floor of one wing was also designed with a single bay to house a fire truck. The fire department operated out of the building until 1954, when a new space was completed across the street. The building continues to function at City Hall today and is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. The numerous buildings comprising Auburndale's historic downtown core continue to play an important role in the preservation of the city's vital historical heritage. We invite you to hit the road, visit Auburndale and all the other historic places on the Polk County Heritage Trail.